What's up, guys? It's finally here. I have been looking forward to the Scarlet Keys, and as you can see, I got my Eldritch Horror game board out because I think it's gonna be like Eldritch Horror. So with that, let's start. Oh, this video is gonna have tons of spoilers, so if you don't want to see and want to be surprised, I highly suggest you skip. But if you want to see, continue on. But you have been warned. So, I threw this board out because I am curious about how this map works. And I want to see how close it is to the Eldritch Horror map. So, we got London. Think. No, okay. Stockholm. That's probably that. Monte Carlo, which, if you watch my video on the Scarlet Keys, Monte Carlo is a little pit stop. What's that say? Venice? Venice, which I'm guessing is part of the Mardi Gras mask thing. Rome. So, okay, Rome, Istanbul, Constantinople. Istanbul, Constantinople. Warwick and Alexandria. Not exactly the same. Heart of Africa, Nairobi, Lagos. Okay, so it's not exactly the same, but kind of. We got Sydney, not Perth. Oh, I guess I should show that over here. So we have Sydney and Perth, but here we have Sydney and or Perth. Here it's the Outback, I believe. Do we have Tokyo? We do have Tokyo. Shanghai, but not Hong Kong and Shanghai. Okay, so Hong Kong's the next up around. Kuala Lumpur, Bomba, Kabul, not there. But we do have Tuscaloosa. And then on the North American side, or the American side, I guess, Buenos Aires, Rio, not on there. Amazon's not there. That's not exactly, because that looks like Panama. The ocean, which I guess could be San Juan area. We do have San Francisco, Anchorage, New Orleans, which would be right over there, and Arkham. All right, cool. So it's not exactly like the Eldritch Horror map, but has a lot of cool things. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is our cool map of the world. I don't know if we mark it. I know that, so here we have standard locations are star, and secret locations, locked locations are red, and then side story locations, which would explain some of these scenarios, like Cairo, Monte Carlo, Venice, New Orleans. Where is the hotel? Oh, the hotel's Arkham. Doesn't look like it includes any of the big side scenarios, like the Blob, or War of the Elder Gods, the time traveling one, Machinations Through Time, or that crazy weird Saw one that everyone seems to hate. I've never played it. So here's our campaign guide. There is a lot of encounter sets here. Wow. And of course that's going to use 8. But of course it's going to be Ancient Evils, Dark Cult, Locked Doors, Striking Fear, Chilling Cold, Ghouls, Night Gaunts, and Midnight Mass. So pretty much the normal that are used in every scenario. But let's see. We got Agents of the Outside. Beyond the Beyond. That's an interesting thing to be called. The Congress of Keys. Dancing Mad, Dead Heat, Dogs of War, Mysteries Abound, Outsiders, Riddles in the Rain, Scarlet Sorcery, Shades of Sorrow, Spatial Anomaly, Strange Happenings. We have Agents of Yog, Cleanup Crew, Crimson Conspiracy, Dark Veil, Dealings in the Dark, Globetrotting, On Thin Ice, The Red Coatier, Sanguine Shadows, Secret War, Shadow of Doubt, Spreading Corruption Without a Trace. Alright. So there's a lot of new mechanics here. I think more than normal. So here we have the Scarlet Keys Campaign Guide. So take it in all its glory. Here's the additional rules for the keys, which again I've showed in the Fortune and Folly. So the new mechanic is Conceal. And Conceal has to do with these concealed cards that show up at a location. I've not read the full rules for this yet, since as you can see I just unboxed this. But we have these conceal cards, and if you flip them over, they have an X, they have a test right here you have to do, and then once you flip them, you reveal. If it's a decoy, it's nothing. But once it reveals the actual enemy, like, per se, the Red Glove Man, you go get the real Red Glove Man. So, lots of agents. La Chica Roja. Persian Ka. I don't know if that's a key. That doesn't look like a person. Co-chair Enforcer, Assassins, Emissary, Acolytes, any. Oh, look, the Wizard of the Order. Center Sprint. More decoys. Void Chimera. Interesting. Void Chimera True Form. Zhu Sang Ning. Dicio Diego Averes. City of Remnants. Okay. Emit Tech Nemesis. So we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 decoys. And they all look like they're the same test of Shroud X, Fist, or Foot. Okay. So, as you can see, there's a pretty good amount of decoys in the story. So, let's see about the Red Glove Man. Okay. So, how many pages is this? Does it have a list? Here we are. Let's zoom up on that. So, under the contents, we have 72 pages, credits, quick reference, campaign log. Okay, so what's actually campaign setup 3 to about 71. So, there's about 68 pages here. This is, wow, I'm pretty sure this is the thickest that it's ever been. Alright, we have the concealed mini cards, which I kind of went through, but since I didn't read the rules fully, I'm just going to go with what I know about them. Alright, and here's the prologue. Cool, cool. So, yeah, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, we got some redacted stuff. That's fun. Okay, so by this little campaign guide, it looks like we're going to have regions to do stuff. It looks like 2 per region. Central Asia, North Atlantic, Americas, and Southern Asia. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 keys. Is one of that coin from the casino? I don't see the coin thing. Could have a different name, but I'm pretty sure it's something coin. Okay, interesting. We have achievements. We have reports. So if you don't want to look at that. Design notes. These are always fun. Well, pretty sure you can pause it if you want to read that. But we do have achievements. The Wellspring Fortune, that's what it is. Okay, so is that there? This has a lot of SCP vibes to me. Theta, the Wellspring of Fortune. Okay, that key is in there. So how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 10 keys and 11 with the side scenario, Fortune and Folly. But yeah, this definitely looks like some SCP stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad they went down this route. I have always felt like Arkham and SCP kind of go together. So the rest of the campaign guide, not going to go too much into it because I kind of want some secret stuff myself. And usually that's the gameplay for me. Alright, we have our scenarios. They're kind of thin. But that's pretty normal. That one, these two are a little thick. Alright, Riddles in the Rain, which I believe is the first one. Dead Heat, Sanguine Shadows, Dealings in the Dark, Dancing Mad, On Thin Ice, Dogs of War, Shades of Summer. Okay, these are scenarios. I thought the Dogs of War was an encounter. Ah, keys. Alright, so we have this new key card. And from what I understand, they are in play. So on the unstable side and stable side. And they can go to investigators or the enemy. Not sure with all the mechanics involved, but that's the rumor. Okay. So, looks like we got some cards to add to investor decks besides the keys, so... Surprisingly, no more keys, so I guess the rest of these are keys. So not all the keys are flippable. Or are they? No. So we have new treacheries that are weaknesses, probably cost of failing. And we have this foundation intel item evidence. Cannot leave your hand. That is a weakness. Cool. Two more weaknesses for, I guess, failing. Expedited ticket, permanent. So that's a thing with Eldritch with tickets and boat travel. Dr. Cryptozoologist, +1 brain. Either reveal a card from your hand, shuffle each copy of that card aside, hollow owner deck, discard a card from your hand, shuffle. Hollow. What is a hollow? Agent Ari Quinn. Whenever you conceal a mini card at your location. Oh, whenever there is a concealed mini card. After you expose a card to the shadows, gee, it's pretty cool. We have Inspector Flint. Pride and Care. When you expose a decoy, exhaust Inspector Flint, cancel exposing the decoy, flip it face down, either draw one card or choose a different concealed mini card thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, what is this thing? The Bale Engine looks like a flute. The Mirroring Blade. Deal 2 damage to enemy location or 1 damage to all enemies location, and then flip it on its stable side. Each mirror takes 1 direct damage. Well, that seems fitting. What is on the other side of this engine? Each investigator loses 3 resource. Then, if an investigator shifted this key, flip his key. So, I guess you have to shift these. Add 1 ammo. Charge seeker supply evidence controlled by investigator location. Flip his key on the steel side. Automatically evade all enemies at your location. Each investigator takes 1 horror. Direct horror. Wow. But evading all enemies seems pretty tough. So, yeah. We got some good stuff and some bad stuff. But I guess 3 keys are just going to be randomly around the world the way it seems. And the rest of the keys are going to be in these packs. The scenarios 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 10. And there's 10 keys. So 7 of them. And if you've seen the playthrough with the one-shop co-op shop, you know that the first one... Did it have a key? I don't remember. Alright, let's see. So we have the agents. After agent enters shadow, place 1 doom on it. Oh, exposing it? Conspiracy in red. Pinch in reality. Heavy rain. Cotier envoy. Aloof patrol nearest location. Concealed. Contact is ready. Concealed mini cards at location cannot be exposed. After you defeat them, look at the reels. Kind of looks like the man with the pallid mask. In plain sight. Attached to enemy in the shadows with a copy in plain sight attached. Yeah, enemy taxiing gets +2 fight. Ugh. That art is really cool though. Knives in the dark. Put knives in the dark and play your threat. There's no copy in your area. After you expose, decoy, take 2 damage. Interesting. Undercover. Seems kind of fitting. If there are no enemies in the shadow, after search. Otherwise, test decoy location. Put searing shadows into playing your threat. Fail skill test while location. Can somebody take 1 horror? Double action discard. Yeah, this is a lot of conspiracy vibes here. Peril, there are no enemies in shadow. Gain, choose. Enemy in shadow attacks you. Each investigator loses an action. Sucky. The enforcer here. Kind of looks like the boss from Snake Eater. It's alright, Ava. The assassin. Hairpins, always. Enemy phase. Courtier assassins in the shadows. Attacks each investigator. Swift retreat. There is no courtier enemies in play. Gain surge out of find the nearest courtier. Test flip 3 if you fail. Enemy attacks you. If you fail, that enemy attacks you. If that is not a shadow, resolve keyword. Bound in red. Is that like a laser watch? That is an odd looking thing. Key charge, surge. Each courtier shifts each key. Entity, when first engages you, looks up your deck. If there's no weakness, set aside how to play as a hollow. That looks annoying. Lots of those guys. Apocalyptic Presage. Forced. When it enters play, each investor chooses non-weakness card they control in their hand. Player sets it aside as a hollow. I wonder if hollows are things you gotta fight. Substance Dismission. Otherworldly Mimic. That's some pretty cool art. Aloof. Lots of aloof stuff. Memory variant. That's kind of creepy. Stealing Dreams. After events played, instead of discarding, set aside. Outplays a hollow. Test Brain Force. Exceed. Very investment ability. Secrets Lost. It's a sexy Lara Croft thing. Test Brain 3. Choose weakness card in your hand. Set it aside as hollow. Succeed 2 more. Take 1 horror and choose to set outside and add it to your own hand. Pyramid Episode? Aloof Hunter at a turn. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's not weakness, set aside. If you have 3 set aside hollows, he attacks you. That's kind of weak. Matter Inversion. That's some pretty trippy art. Touch an outside enemy. If you cannot attach enemy, loses a foot. Gains 3 talent, gains +1 fight evade. Attachment successfully discarded in version. Emissary from Youth. Conceal 2. After you discover a clue, transfer 1 more concealed mini cards. Emissary Youth and Shadow attacks you. So it looks like you gotta expose a lot of these things from the shadows for them to actually be even attacked. Everything's just hiding in the shadows to hurt you. Put Tenacious Eclipse into play. No more 1 concealed mini can't be exposed. At the end of the round, discard 1 copy from play. Max once per round. That's kind of annoying. Splintered Space. Hex. Attach to your location for 3. If you fail, take 1 damage. Each hex structure attached to your location. After the set ends, if there are exactly 3 copies, discard them. Oh, okay. Beyond the Pale. That's a very Ghostbuster-ish if that's a fridge. After Beyond the Pale is in your location, test by 3. If you fail, take 1 horror each hex structure attached location. So very similar to the other one. Warped Reality. That is some cool art. After attached location, choose non-weakness card in your hand, set it aside. Touch of Beyond. Yeah, it looks like a lot of dimension-eating black holes. Place 1 dual 1 asset you control. The highest permanent resource cost. No play. Well, that's gonna screw with them, you know. Compulsion. Put Compulsion into play. When your turn begins, reveal a random chaos from your chaos bag. If it is any of the Skull, Cultist, Tablet, or Squid, Elder thing, first action from must be below the discard Compulsion. That just sounds like weakness. Disoriented Reasoning. Curse and Terror. Cannot perform the type action twice in a row at the end of turn to... That's not too bad. Okay. We have some locations now. So the City of Remnants. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, they all have the same thing, so whatever they're on the back is different. Paradimensional Terror. That looks cool. It also looks like Armageddon right there. You must decide, choose one, shuffle each decoy, or flip each decoy over, shuffle all concealed mini cards in play, and space forward random. Or each investor takes 1 damage and 1 horror. Only 2 of those. So here we have the Red Glove Man. La Chica Roya. Carmen Sandiego. That guy's, I don't know what to call him, but he's definitely kind of a vampire creep lord. The Hood. The Beast in a Cowl of Crimson. The Claret Knight. Thorn. Just some rich dude. Dicio Elvez. Looks like a spy. Amarantha. Amarantha. It kind of reminds me of, what's her name from Carcosa. So we've always wondered who this lady is with the red umbrella when she showed up on some of the artwork in Innsmouth. So now we know. Su Sang Ying. Hunter Retaliate. When she succeeds a skill test by 2 or more while fighting, attempt to evade, she shifts each of her attached keys. And Akiko Alaki Zoni Uruprio. Very minimalistic, but something creepy about her too. Maybe it's the hair. Alright, so we have the Riddles in the Rain, which I'm guessing is London. Dead Heat, which I'm guessing is somewhere in the pyramids. Sanguine Shadows. Oh, there's a key back here. Okay. That I'm not sure where it could be. Dealings in the Dark, Dancing Mad, On Thin Ice, I'm guessing is Antarctica, but probably not. So let's do some basic deduction here before we open all this. Or I might not open it, depending on how I feel. Because I like surprising myself, but I will sleeve everything, so I'll kind of have mild spoilers. So, our starting location we know is Riddles in the Rain. That's London. And then we're going to move on. Dead Heat is probably Reykjavik, Hong Kong, Kabul, Congress of Keys. That looks like a sun icon. Not sure. Thin Ice, I'm guessing, is Reykjavik. Dancing Mad might be somewhere in Asia. Dealings in the Dark. We have some devil horn things. Sanguine Shadows, I think that has to do with South America. Dogs of War has a bull. Stereotyping here, South America. Shades of Suffering, that's definitely Asia because of the umbrella. And Without a Trace. Alright. So, something like that. I don't know. I will open these up and we will get to it. So I guess first things first is let's go to London. So I'm just going to spoil the first one because I know the first scenario has been kind of spoiled already, even though I can't remember One Stop Co-op Shop, but they said they cheated. So I know we start in London, and I'm guessing that's Riddles in the Rain. So Skull, -1, -3 if you have 2 or more clues. Tablet, -1 if you're there is concealed mini at your location, reveal another Chaos token. And Elder Thing, -3 if you fail, you must either spend 1 clue or place 1 doom on an enemy in the shadows. And on the difficult mode, same thing, but the modifiers, yeah, just harsher modifiers. So we have When It Rains arriving in London. 2 and 4 and 9 on the agenda. And 7? Wow. How many clues we're going to need for the first act? 2 clues per investigator. Whatever we trigger. 3 clues per investigator. And whatever we trigger. And our locations are going to be rainy London streets, Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, Kingston Gardens, the Tower Bridge, Traitors Gate, the Tower of London, and the Tower Prison. Okay, here's a different Red Glove Man. And then we have our key, the Eye of Ravens. During a skill test your location, performing investigator sets their base skill to 6. Cool. Draw the top card encounter. Not cool. So, that's the first scenario. So, me and my play group, we have decided that I'm going to play Amina just because I want to try Doom, and I'm just going to be the traitor because, as my friend says, in every Hidden Traitor game, I'm always the traitor. We're also going to bring Trish Scarborough as the spy because that fits the international theme. I don't know what my other 2 friends are going to play. I know one of them has never played a Seeker, so I was thinking about making him Daisy, but you guys let me know. Who do you think the other 2 characters should join us on the grand adventure of the Scarlet Keys in our international globetrotting? Well, if you like what I'm doing, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if I convince my friends to let me film them playing, I will actually film the Scarlet Keys. But let me know in the comments and tell me what you think. Thanks, guys.